Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining me. We have a bit of an Apres unboxing. I'm gonna slice this box open to the side of the camera just because it's a little too big for the camera to take in. So this isn't going to be the most exciting unboxing. It's Apres tips, pretty standard stuff, you know. I just went a little wild with their Labor Day sale. Oh my goodness. Okay, so maybe I went wilder than I realized. They came in this big bubble wrap. I love bubble wrap. Are these fun to pop? Nah, they're not the most satisfying to pop. Okay, anyway, let's just start pulling stuff out, huh? Okay. I got a bunch of tips. I'm loving their duos thing. So duos is when you get half the number of tips for half the price of the box, which is perfect for me. I'm a DIYer and I don't need like industrial supply of everything. I just want a little of everything. I'm addicted. I'm a hoarder. So I love these duos. So I got natural almond short. On my nails right now is natural almond extra short. Love this nail tip. So I got the shorts, the medium for the almond. I had already owned Sculpted Square, but I wanted to get this duo box because Apres has changed up their tip game. You can now get half sizes, which I love. It comes with a 00, which I love, but also they restructured their tip. So the end is thinner. So I love that. So I wanted to reorder these because they're one of my favorites, but I didn't want to miss out on the new features. So I went ahead, bought a whole new box. I still have the old box that I'll just probably, you know, use to refill this box as it goes. And then natural square short. So we'll look at those in a minute. I have two polishers we're going to look at too, but let's start here. Okay, so I got a bunch of the 000 tips because my thumbs are they're a little big. So I wanted to get the tips. Okay, so let's see. Natural almond medium. Let's start with these. Here's the natural almond medium box. Let's look at these. Okay, pretty. Compared to the extra short, there's some good length there. I like that. And those are the 00. Hard to know if that's what I'll need or not because I have a tip on already. Let's look at the 4s because that's usually my pointer and that's like a good indicator of length. Oh, I love that length. Oh, and I love their shape. Ooh, I can't wait to use these actually. These are lovely. I have the medium stilettos somewhere. If you ever want me to do like a massive video showing all of my Apres, please let me know. So here is the 000. I got the 000s because my thumbs are big, but also especially with almonds or stiletto, they cut in. Like if you're gonna get a square, you might not need the extra big sizes because they just go straight down. But when you get these like almonds or stilettos, they you know, a little bit of your nail shows right there. So let's see these. Ooh, come with me. Oh yeah, that's wide. That is wide. That is very wide. I'm glad to have that. I don't know if I'll need it, but I like having it. So maybe when I take these off, I'll show myself using some of these. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, what else do we got? Natural round medium. I feel like these are really big too. But these are nice. Apres was saying something about like not doing the 000 and the sculpted, I think. I could be inventing that, but I think they're not doing it in sculpted. So that's why I have these all in natural. Natural stiletto medium in the 000. Let's compare the almond and the stiletto medium so we can see like the shape difference too. Yeah, that's wide, but that's stiletto and that's almond. Here comes almond. So you can see, maybe you can see, I can see, I don't know if you can tell with this white background, the shape difference. Let me see if the black background helps. But yeah, it's definitely softer and rounder, but not a round. It's an almond. And the stilettos are pointy. She's pointy. She'll poke you. But I like both, depending on my mood, depending on how I'm feeling, what my vibe is. That's why I got both. I'm psycho. It's unnecessary. I know it's unnecessary, but it's an addiction, guys. Natural almond medium. Natural stiletto medium. I have to organize all of my Apres boxes soon. All right, this is the natural stiletto long. Ooh, kind of stacked. And the 000. Ooh, look at that length. That's gonna be so much fun for Halloween. Yes. Yeah. So sometimes I really love a nice long crazy nail. This isn't super crazy long. And sometimes I like a little shorty. Depends on what's going on in my life, how I'm feeling. And then the coffin, they didn't have in 000, but I got in 00. Because I feel like the coffins were too small. I think coffins are going to be something I have to. And this is structured. Yeah, because I got the coffins in the structured size. I think this is going to be something I have to reorder in the duo box because they were not the right fit before, but we'll see. Because I already have the painted desert nails in this length and shape, and the painted deserts are such a pretty shape for short coffins. I feel like short coffin can be a little hard. I think anything that's extra short or short can be a little hard to get like the shaping to not be ugly. But I'm glad to have all of these bigger sizes to give me some room to work with. Okay, natural short square. We have the square medium, but let's see what the square short looks like. Okay. They're just a little longer than the extra shorts, huh? Just a smidge. Granted, I think that this is how long the square extra shorts would be. But I like that length. Already, extra short can feel a little long when I'm typing. I have to do a lot of typing for work. But I just love a square nail. I don't care what anyone says. I know that like some people hate on it. Like I grew up in the 90s. Like square nails will always have a special place in my heart. They will always have a special place for me. Let's look at the medium squares, comparing it in length. Why did I close this? I need this. Okay. So short and medium. Let's see their length differences. They're lined up at the bottom. Nothing too crazy. But like I can, you know, when I'm living life, I can tell the difference between them. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. My goal is to have every length and shape in both natural and sculpted eventually from Apres, because I'm a psycho. Okay. And then here's the natural almond short. Why did I put the natural almond medium away? Okay, so I'm wearing the extra short. Let's look at shorts on top of that. Oh, it's just a smidge longer. Nothing too crazy. Just a Just a little extra. I feel like that is like 2 weeks of growth maybe. Let's see. The pointer. Yeah. I feel like if my nails grow out 2 weeks, that's how long they're going to be anyway. Let's see the medium compared to the extra short, to the shorts. I don't know if you can see. I hope you can. Let me see if I can get in a little better for you. So they're not too crazy different, but if this is extra short and this is short, that's the difference. And then here's medium. That's when you can really start seeing the difference. And that medium shape, I really like that medium shape. Let me see this medium pointer too. I love an almond nail. I love it. Oh yeah, that's a pretty shape. Yeah. It's hard to tell because I already have nails on, but that's nice. It's nice. Okay, let's put these away. Bring you back up. Okay. Ooh, it's a little wobbly, sorry. And now we have these. So these are the Apres French polishes. So I have a few Apres colors already, but the from what I understand, their French lines and their ombre line, they came out before they did the main line. And so they have a slightly different formula. And they have slightly different packaging too. So the main line has a gold handle, but everything else seems the same. But what's different is on the main line, the brush is rounded to get to your cuticle, but on these French lines, the brush is angled. Let me see if I can show it. Ooh, look at that. Let's see if I can kind of do a little sun. I think it's going to take a little practice for me, but I do think I could master a quick Frenchie doing this. I'm probably better off using white polish on these dark nails to show you how it's progressing. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna have to practice this. I've never really used an angled brush at all, but I feel like, you know, why not try with these and see if I like it. That is not a pretty Frenchie. Not a good French. And it's hard to know how well pigmented these are just now because I am using it on my nails that already have pre-existing polish. I feel like when I swoop, it looks good. I'm gonna have to practice because as a 90s baby, well, I was born in the 80s, but like I was a teen in the 90s. Oh, that's actually not too bad, but like a French tip, love it. Like and not the super crazy deep smile lines. We had a shorter smile line in the 90s and it was just chef's kisses. So beautiful. I'm gonna have to practice this because I love those 90s smile lines. And I can't really do it to myself too well. So we'll have to keep practicing. Let's talk about the formula here. I need a swatch. Okay. I'm just going to paint, I think, to see how the formula feels to me. I feel like black and white are like the most standard colors of any polish line. But granted, this isn't the Apres standard line, so slightly different formula. But it still goes very nice. It's very opaque without it being thick and heavy, which I really like for a French, I think. You're definitely going to have to do 2 coats. But I don't want Frenchies too thick in their consistency because then the tip of your nail is chunky and you don't want that. So these are thin. They're decently pigmented. I have other polishes that, you know, I could do 1 coat black and it is fully opaque. This is not going to be one of them. Let me see how it self-levels. You don't want to do black too thick because then it won't cure. I mean, that's opaque now, and it's self-leveled very nicely. So this is going to be interesting to see, like, if I can do Frenchies with it and how my Frenchie game progresses. When I'm hand painting on press-ons, I can actually do a pretty good job, but I'm worried. I'm getting these because I want to figure out how to do Frenchies on myself. You know what I mean? I have no idea if I'm in camera, but let's see how this goes. I'm not going to cure it. I just want to see how it looks. I think I got that one, actually. It's a little crooked. It's a little crooked, missing a spot over here, but like, I mean, not too shabby for like a quick go at it. I think I can make that work. Oh, I totally want to do a black Frenchie now for Halloween. Let me see what happens when... Okay, so I'm going to actually do my second coat of these. Yeah. I'm telling you, in the 90s, a white French tip with cotton candy on top of it, that was my jam. If you know cotton candy, comment below. I would love to find the cotton candy color in a gel polish. I would die over it. I would love it. I feel like there's some stuff that are iridescent-y, but it's just not the same. I don't know how to describe how lovely and amazing cotton candy was in the 90s. It was not a gel, it was a lacquer. You had to be oh so cautious when you put your hand in the nail lamp, and it wasn't a lamp, it was really just a fan, and you had to sit there for 20 minutes and not move an inch. And when you got out of it, you still couldn't touch anything for like an hour. Like back in the day, you used to have to pay and tip out before they even put nail polish on your hands, because once the polish was in your hands, you couldn't reach into your pockets, you couldn't reach into your purse. So let's see how this goes with my non-dominant hand application. Oh, that's messy. I think this is going to take some practice, and I don't mind practicing. Yeah, it's sloppy. Let's try it on another nail. that's going to require some practice for sure. I have a smile brush from Passat that like I've used in the past for Frenchies. Let me show it to you. And this will draw the Frenchie. Very nice. Very nice. But it's not, I don't know, it's not as crisp as I'd like for it to be. So we'll keep trying to perfect the Frenchies on myself. They'll be hard. Okay, let me top coat these. Just standard black and white. I think they're perfectly fine for Frenchies. I also will try painting on a Frenchie with my new liner brush from Kokoist because it's super nice. I love working with it so far, but you know, we'll see. We will see. And that's going to cure for a minute in the lamp. And yeah, I think that's it for my little bitty Apres haul. Not little bitty, but just a few things. Nothing shocking with Apres. Couple colors, some awesome nail tips. Consistently great. So thank you for joining me.